We're back. I was gonna do like a cool, fun little like intro where I say like a fun a fun collection of words, and then I forgot it. So instead, you just get this. We're back at long last. Slay the Spire, doing the analysis commentary of this run. Um, just pause. This run where I attempt to get the common sense achievement, which means I can only use common cards. Um, so that's pretty cool. Going for silent. Uh, that's their name. One of my favorite characters, which is like it's kind of silly to say that because there's only 4 characters, and I really like I really like the defect, I really like the silent, and I really like the watcher, and I don't like the ironclad quite as much. So anyway, that's what I think about that. Um, so let me just I realized that like for this to work well, um, I need to be able to like pause the video and actually do like real analysis. I can't like it's not possible for me to like just like squeeze all the analysis into like the like hurried like decision making that I'm doing, um, or like the time that I was doing that hurried decision. Anyway, I have to pause the video and talk. So hopefully that's good for the viewers. This this stuff upgrade a card, not very good, pretty boring. It's like I feel like with Slay the Spire, like getting roguelike, it's like if you just play super safe, eventually you're just gonna get screwed in like the mid game, or even the early game, but probably the mid game. Um, and so you have to take risks, and like sometimes you get like absolutely obliterated in like very early on. Sometimes you get like insane synergies and absolutely steamroll everything, which is like what we're going for here. This one it's like kind of boring, but like honestly, it's so nice. This is one of my favorite ones. Just the fact that like basically you get 3 free cards, and like however much money, like 75 gold plus, I don't 50 gold, 75 gold. I don't know how much you really get from a single combat. Um, so and there's the potential to like get an elite with 1 HP, so you get a free relic. So it's just nice. Like, it's like, because I feel like sometimes you start and it's like the cards, like, obviously they're fine. Like, they're well thought out and like can do well with them, but like it can just be a little bit slow or like difficult or whatever. But it's like with this, it's like you just a little bit more solid to start, and I think that can be really important. Um, and I mean, also like you just go a little faster, like it just speeds it up a little more, I guess, and like right when you're starting, which is cool. The let's see the I'm gonna turn the sound down of the video. Um, transform 2 cards. It's like oh fuck. Sorry about that. Um, it just doesn't really move the needle for me, especially if they're at random. If he can choose, I forget if he can choose or not, but like, it's just I don't know. It's so random and like it has the potential to just be kind of shit. And there's I feel like limited potential for it to be like really really good. And then obviously you can have the argument. Well, like you get something decent, and then you're like you can build your deck off that, which I think is important to like have that I guess the foundation or like just like that initial building block the initial strategy or whatever. Like, you can have in your mind, oh, I want to go for like, a defense run as Ironclad or like a strength run. And then you're like, yeah, I'm definitely going to go for this. And then you try to force it and like you just don't get the cards and it's like, potentially you pass up on the opportunity to have a really powerful run with another strat, and you're probably gonna probably gonna fail. So anyway, that is important. Um, then obtain boss relic. I really like this one. I think like the starting relics can be really good. I think the Ironclad is like an obvious like, oh wow, you like heal every round. Like that's really good. Um, but like being able to have 4 energy from turn 1 or like level 1 is incredible. That's huge. I mean, for like the runs where you only have 1 relic, like that is I wouldn't say critical because I'm not like a master strategist at this game, but it's really nice. I found it to be really nice to do that. And then sometimes you get crazy stuff, like I got Pandora's box and got like 3 rare cards with like insane synergy as the Watcher, and then just like steamrolled all the way to the heart and stuff. So uh, there's options, I guess. Um, Here I'm just looking at my upgraded cards. It's like, do I want to transform? Like, what? How good are these? And like, they're all right. But we go for the 1 HP. And so if we go this way, I don't know if you can see my cursor. Anyway, it shows on screen what I'm doing. Wonder if I was just gonna see if I could have like a pointer, and I don't really know if I can, and I'm not gonna look it up. So anyway, that way we can. There's potential to get the elite. Um, at 1 HP, and it's better to go that way because there's guaranteed to be a shop, and so there's not the random, chance that there's less of a random chance that one of those question marks will be a combat. Um, and I guess should we analyze those cards? Um, uh, it's like it's fine. Like um, Yeah, none of these really move the needle for me at this point. They're not. Yeah, it's nothing that interesting. And again, I can't take any uncommon or rare cards, so um, that makes things a little more simple, I guess. Let's see. Oh my God, I'm not ready. I'm not prepared to do these pauses. If I like press space, does that? Okay, that pauses it. Great. Um, So you really have one option, and it's my understanding that it's good to be able to draw cards during your turn. So uh, that's not a bad option. This one, I feel like, unless you have really low HP, like it's kind of the best option. Like you don't lose that much health, and you get some cash, so it's like fairly benign. Looking at these cards, it's only like deflect and which like just like a free block. It's like I already have defense. Like just seems a little bit like or just kind of like unnecessarily like padding out our deck. Um, but I mean this is solid. I think draw a card, do damage. Like just like a nice little upgrade, I guess, from attack. And oh wait, we didn't get that. Interesting. Oh fuck. Fucking goddamn it. um, Sorry about the production quality. Um, It's like week. I don't know. Maybe we thought we were gonna go for a. Maybe I thought I was gonna go for a shiv deck, and in which case, you know, a week like. But because it's like if I'm doing a lot of shiv attacks, and it's like this week, like. I don't know. I think that's pretty solid to take that, but we don't. So. I don't think it's a big deal to really add that. Anyway, we get the elite with 1 HP, which is really nice. A free relic, as I previously stated. And this is where... Do I even look at this? I like look at it for like half a second. I'm like, oh, I know what that does. I guess. I'm prepared though. I've already pulled up the STS wiki so I can look up these relics. So at the start of each turn, do 3 damage to all enemies. That's pretty nice. And then power potion, probably won't pick up Bane because I'm probably not going to do poison. Oh, I do. Just kidding. I'm doing poison. I have not watched this thing all the way through. Now I'm like, why did I get this? Is this good? I mean, I guess it's 10 damage to start, so like, or 10 damage when you upgrade it, so it's not the worst. Now I'm just looking at that, looking at that. So, yeah, I don't know. Nothing, like, I've got some capability to draw, but like nothing is really hugely coming together. I think we skipped the shop there just because we don't really have that much cash, and I also forget what it looks like. Can I go back? How much do I go back by? Like 10 seconds. Well, look at me learning all these cool strats. I guess there's another campfire there. Oh, maybe I just want to hit multiple campfires and upgrade my cards. And probably the left side is slightly better. And we don't need to like get any of the like arrow keys or whatever, key arrows, because we want to make the run as easy as possible for ourselves. But we will upgrade. We don't really need to heal. 8 block, 2 cards, draw 2 cards, pretty solid. And now we have to do real combat. But like, yeah, we strike and then we do that, and we don't take any damage, and pretty straightforward. I mean, I don't really think any fight in the first world was gonna be like the first floor. Is that first zone? Is really gonna be that like complicated or interesting. That's a decent card, I think. Like, and like you just, yeah, it's like it's nice to get to discard, especially if you have like some sort of curse or something. Oh, and we get that because we don't need to get the keys, as I mentioned, and we upgrade 2 skills, and it's 2 defends or blocks, whatever. So, you know, doesn't really hurt anything. So now we're trying to strategize. Why do I keep saying we? Now I'm trying to strategize. What's the best way to like not take a bunch of damage? And do I forget that I have this much block? Or do I remember? I frequently like not paying that much attention to what's happening. And there's no point in using that because I don't have the goods. The energy. And now it's just a formality. And Let's see. Probably go for Blade Dance. Because do like doing a Shiv deck. We probably upgrade Blade Dance right off the bat, I reckon. Yes. Just pretty solid. Pretty solid. I love to mess around with this and just keep on hammering it. Oh, what? I forgot what. Let me. Every time you play through attacks. Oh, yeah. This one. Some of these, it's like you get like a minor boost, but like getting an extra strength that you keep for the whole combat is like. Well, this is maybe like a real like turning point, I think, in this this run, because like getting a shiv run or shiv deck with this, like, I mean, essentially I could be upgrading my strength by like, I could be boosting my strength by 1 or 2 strength every turn, depending on how many shivs I'm able to play, which is quite good. It's quite good. And we're just gonna keep, I think we just keep hammering that because it's fun to gamble. Oh, just kidding. Not fun to gamble. Don't gamble. It's bad. What do we upgrade now? Probably like, why do I have Bane? What? Why did I pick up this card? Maybe I forget if we go Poison as well later on. But that's pretty good. Draw 2, discard 2. Like, it just gives you so much more flexibility. And we hit a shop because we have the cash. I don't think that's very good. I don't think we picked that up. The dodge and roll. Poison. Maybe we get poison. I forget. I really forget what I did in this run. Or do we get rid of Bane because it's not very good anymore? Did we do that? Yes. Okay. I don't know why we picked that up. Maybe I thought I was gonna do a poison run, and then I was like, just kidding. And okay, yeah, that's it. And do I take the safe route and just rest a little bit? Like, probably don't really have to do it in that situation, but it's like, is it going to be worth it to upgrade that card? Like, maybe, depending on what cards you have. But I think it's better to play it safe, especially with like a really, really powerful relic, like we just picked up. Or, I mean, powerful, I think, given the situation. So it's just not really worth it to try to jeopardize it like this early on. There's like not a lot going on here. It's like I am probably just playing on autopilot right now, and just kind of like, doing attacks, not letting myself get hit that much. Trying to have the block and like, yeah, don't play that. Play the other thing. And it's like we take 3 damage here. It's like whatever. Like, it's the first boss. Like it's not really that difficult. I mean, we already have what, 2 extra strength. The resolution of the playback video is not the best that I've ever seen. But I think it's 2, or probably 3 now. Now it's 4. So it's like, we're truly, now it's neutralized just 7 damage. Like, I mean, the synergy is just really good. Like, it's just there. And we attack again. We don't get the boost though, that's fine. Yeah, we want to draw first and then see if we want to discard, draw again. Yes. I'm probably realizing, oh, I should have played Quick Slash first because I could have drawn another card. um, which, of course, that happens, and then it's like a misplay because I wasn't really paying attention. It's a common theme throughout my, honestly, every game I play, and especially apparent in Slay the Spire. Like, my misplays are made like really apparent to me. It's like, oh, that I should have played that, or I shouldn't have discarded that, or I'm not paying attention to any of my stats or what potions I have or anything. Essentially. But anyway, now like with the strength boost, it's like having the relic, where you it's like boost if the card costs 0, it's like +4 damage. So and it takes a while to ramp up. So it's like if we were gonna take this run all the way to the heart, like it wouldn't work. Basically, we would get obliterated. And we're not really doing anything special with defense, but like right now it doesn't really matter, and we're just kind of doing enough to get it done, and we almost kill it. Imagine if I had been about to die, I would have been a bit unhappy with that. The thing with time to do analysis. And we don't take the card because it's a rare card, and it would obviously ruin the whole run. So let me see. Now I'm being a bad, what is it, YouTuber? I'm like looking at like messages on my phone as I like in the middle of this recording. Like maybe be focused on what you're doing. Probably go. Oh, do we go? I don't like what the runic thing is. That the one where you can't see attents? I like. It would be fine because it's like it's all choreographed, right? Like, I think it's all choreographed. Like you could probably just know, or you could just have the wiki open. But like, that's just such a massive hassle. It's like not fun for me at that point. And then the curse key is pretty nice. Like getting a curse isn't that bad, and like extra energy. I don't think we go for fusion hammer because, like, it's really we're like a little hamstrung by not having uncommon and rare cards, and so like being able to upgrade common cards is like I feel like pretty crucial to the success of this run. What I was also gonna say about what I was saying before about this, like streaming and recording and stuff is that when I am recording, I can't save scum. That's where I was gonna go with what I was saying before, because it's being recorded, so it's more difficult for me to do that. And do I want to go back and like really analyze the route that I took? No. Am I gonna do it a little anyway? Yeah. Um. So that shop, and am I paying attention? So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure this will be great. I feel like now, like second level, like you can definitely die pretty easily, or take. I feel like in this one, it's like almost not so much that you can get like killed by one fight. It's like you take like a massive amount of damage, like um, just like a really like I'm not gonna be able to think of the word. Just like problematic amount of damage. Um, and like you're at like 15% of your health or whatever, and then you go into the next fight and it's like you're just not able to hang on, or it's like you can't hang on for like multiple fights to heal again or whatever. So it's important to like stay on top of things, and I wasn't paying attention to what I did at all, but it seems like it was pretty easy because I didn't take any damage. And we don't pick up a card. I should look up what the cards are. Poison, lose strength. Lose strength is alright. Looking at the shop. I probably don't take anything. Maybe outmaneuver, but I doubt it. Cards, we have a fairly tight deck. I mean, I think, you know, the wiki would probably recommend like 15 cards, and yes. Okay, that's nice. That's solid. Like, super solid. The 85 gold for a relic, I mean, is incredibly cheap. And getting 10 extra health is really nice. So, big fan of that. These guys I don't like. It's just like, I mean, it's like 20 damage every turn. It's like, that's kind of a lot. Like, not a massive fan of that. Here I definitely do a misplay there because I don't play that first. But it's fine because we get Shiv. Why am I attacking? Shouldn't I just be attacking the person with the lowest health? I don't know what I've... oh yeah, I thought I was misplayed, but it's not because it's the same block as Survivor. So it doesn't actually matter. We do that. And then we can kill that with our strength boost. And we only take a little damage. Okay. This is going quite well, honestly. No real complaints here. And we just, discard some defense. We just discard some defense. What am I doing? Why is this so difficult for me? And yeah, this will be the end. So quite successful. Probably take nothing. Obviously, this is where like, this is the moment. I probably saw this and was like, oh, like, you know, I could have an attempt on beating the heart if I take this this card that, what is it, accuracy, that does, and it's already upgraded to boost shift damage, and like, so it's like I played that's a baseline of +6, so it's 10, and I'm already like, you know, boosting my strength like, you know, every other turn or whatever. So like, that's a really powerful combo. But I think I don't go for it. It's definitely like, definitely have to agonize over this a little bit, because it's like, wow, this is like, you know, like with the shuriken, the like synergy I have with Shiv, like, it's like, this is a pretty incredible opportunity to go for a heart run and try to get that achievement. Which, honestly, I kind of think is harder than the common sense. I don't think common sense is really that bad. Because like, you can get all the relics, and it's like, you know, there's enough synergy there. Here I'm like really looking at my deck. I'm like, could I go for a run with the heart? Like, is this viable? And ultimately, I don't go for it. But it was like, man, what did I just pass up on? Now, how much is it? 75 gold. Is not, like, if I had already upgraded, like, or tried to remove multiple cards, then it's like worth it. But right now, it's like really not. I don't think. Yeah, the 2 week is pretty good. This fight really isn't that bad, I don't think. And let's see, we've done one attack. I think if we do another attack, okay, so we do. We get the +2 strength, and we only take 2 damage. Yeah, so like getting extra strength for 2 damage, I would say is worth it. So we discard. There's not doing that much damage. We're gonna kill this one anyway. Now once it's just this guy, it's like a bit of a formality. Like I'll just have a drink and not even pay attention to what's going on screen. It's kind of hoped I would, you know, turn around and this guy would be dead, and instead of striking out a little bit, I felt the need to like, you know, say something. But shortly this will not be an issue anymore. And there we go. Let's look at cards. Cards. I don't know what I. Oh, dagger throw. It's like the backpack one, but better. It's like, I mean, it's cost 1, but you deal 9 damage, and I skip it because I think like this one. This time I did a really good job of just like keeping a really tight deck and not like burdening myself with a bunch of bunch of guff, which like is like kind of good, like kind of adds to it, but just like makes it bloated. This event is, I think you only like heal 2 from a bite, so like it's not that good. It's like maybe if you had like a shit ton of health and you got that, like it'd be all right, but it's just not really worth it for me. And probably looking at something on my phone. So we start, and we're probably vulnerable to 1 enemy. That's pretty good. Ethereal that's pretty nice. That we just play it and then get rid of it, and then probably do that one. I think it just we go for the block. No, we don't. I think that just boosts the damage. Having a little extra block, I think, is probably better than the damage because we're doing so much damage anyway. Eventually. Oh, this is a fun one. Oh, and it's fun because I am like have to make sure that I don't get a rare card and like ruin this whole run. And so it's like the first round, it's like there's so much room for like failure because like you could just get really unlucky and it's like, oh, you get a rare card and it's like the whole run is fucked. Although I wonder, I guess you could just remove it from your hand. And I think it would still, I think the achievement only logs itself, like it only checks when you beat the game, or like you beat a run. But anyway, then you're just like, well, I don't want to get this curse, and I don't want to get any of these rare cards, and so just, you know, kind of interesting. This one, I think. Do I want to talk about strategy here? This is a bit like, I mean, like really, you just want to go for the healer first. That's kind of the crux of this fight, and it can be a bit of a struggle. You kind of have to go out and just do a lot of damage really quickly. Then once you get rid of the healer, it's not so bad. So it goes from like really being quite a pain to not being too much of a problem. And yeah, drawing the cards first is quite solid. Probably draw again and deal damage to him. And I mean, we could have weakened the. I don't really know if it would have made more sense to weaken the knight or what. I don't. I think at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter that much. And yeah, we get Blade Dance. Like, we're cooking now. Like, it's not going to be a problem. this is fine. We can. That's I think probably the best we could have hoped for. And now we just hammer this and play that last, so we don't discard anything. We only take 3 damage. And here, do we stand it? Don't play that. This one is what, 24, so, oh, and it's perfect. Wow. Like, I've only done math, I think, like one time, like one run, and it was the washer run I was talking about earlier, where I beat the heart and just had this like insane run, and it was like, I was like, well, I might literally never get this run ever again, or like, you know, at least with the Watcher, with these cards, and just like, I mean, it was like insane synergy, and it was also a blasphemy run, and so it was like, you know, the margin for error, it's like if you know, miscount or something, and you like enter divinity or whatever, then you just die. So I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna do the math, and it worked out for me. So here we take some damage, but it's relatively inconsequential because this guy is gonna die promptly. I probably don't take any cards because it's like it's not really doing much for my deck at this point. Except do I take this card? It's kind of a free strike if you discard it, but it's like not. It doesn't really add that much to my deck, really. I think it's like the only thing I'd really add is like more things that would give me shivs, like more blade dances. Because I don't think you can have a power that is common. I think it's all uncommon or rare. So, but it's like we're just doing enough defense to make it worthwhile. Play that. And yeah, Sneko, like, it's not. It just makes it kind of interesting. Usually it's not a huge problem. And so we discard those cards, and then we do. It probably dies this turn, right? Question mark? Yes. Definitely yes. Not a problem. And we don't need to think because they're all uncommon. And we go for the safe option. You know, I think it's debatable, like, how much you should, like, risk it with elites. Like, the thing is, not every relic is, like, gonna improve your run massively or even be useful at all. So, like, if you either want a relic that, like, just isn't that good, and some relics, like, could actively kind of screw you over. So, like, you know, going for an elite fight, like, I probably is like my deck is like pretty good. I don't really need to like. There's not like a huge hole except maybe more defense. So yeah, not a huge concern. And yeah, not really a big reason to fight an elite at this point if I don't have to. God, I just love that shivs are really going to work in this fight. And I should probably strike again and get an extra strength. Right. We like strength. Big fan of strength. And yeah, okay. I could have done the math. I just played it before. Instead, you know, I just slowly, just figuring it out as I go. Just testing the waters. Like, when I just have a hand of, like, strikes and defends, it's like, well, not a lot to analyze here, folks. Like, kind of just play the cards. I feel like that's a lot of the analysis I do. It's like, here I am, playing cards. Like, this was fine. Like, this was a fine strategy that I had. I mean, I think depending on like what enemy you're fighting, like with this where it's like increases the block as you attack more per turn, it's like, well, it's like diminishing returns. But it's like if they're not gonna attack, like, you know, just do whatever you can. And it's not like it does thorns damage to you, so it's pretty much not too bad. No cards. No cards. And yeah, we've upgraded almost everything. Worth it to rest a little bit. Starting out with Vulnerable is quite nice, I have to say. Just go right ahead and whack him. And we don't need the block, but getting extra cards doesn't really hurt. Don't think. Oh, I think I forget if I play the power card ever or the power potion, because I forget if I looked it up mid run or after the run, whether it like negates the negates the achievement. And I kind of think, I forget if I was like, oh, it doesn't, and then I was like, well, what if it does, and I just didn't play it anyway, and then I might have played it later when I really needed it. I forget. Am I looking it up right now? Who knows? Who bloody knows? Not me. Yeah, just the standard. Just, you know, getting the ships out and just piling on. Take a bit of damage there, which isn't great. We would probably do a strike, discard a strike and then defend. Although, we might just play... Let me just play all defense anyway, so it's a bit of a moot point, but we still take damage, but not too much. And we haven't done that much damage to the boss, but like we're about to get another blade answering. And the thing is, like, it's gonna like not increase exponentially, but like as we do more attacks and oh, and we just duplicate, so we thought that this would be useful, and indeed it is. And it's like, it's almost like, am I gonna kill it this turn? No, but like not even close. But like, just like bam, like just a massive chunk of damage right there. Yeah, it does that, but like the weak doesn't really even affect us because we have such a big strength boost. And I wonder, okay, so we weaken that guy, and then it's like at a certain point it is useful to kill the minions so they're not doing as much damage to you, but like, I think I probably sensed like, oh, I'm probably close enough, and the main guy is like low enough that like, I'm just gonna go for it. So... Now I'm strategizing. What? Maybe I'm doing real math. Oh. Go for this. And now I'm annoyed. Okay, that works out. That works out. Play that. That's free cards. Flexibility for free. You gotta love it. And yeah, we actually, well, yeah, worked out quite well, that one. This one, I'm like, what the fuck? Kind of have my hands tied here. I should really just do a double strike again and not do a double defend because I get the strength boost, which is what I do. And you know, a big 3 defense there. So we're almost dead. Getting a little concerning now. Let's see. Play that. Do we kill it this turn? And then it's like, oh, then we kill it. And it's like, oh, thank God. Like, cutting it a little close there, but we got it done. This, I think we might have gone for the kite because Pandora's Box, like, just isn't really worth it to mess up our whole synergy at this point. Oh, and also we would get a bunch of rare and uncommon cards in there and be like, what the fuck? Like, and we're discarding a fair bit, so like, it's viable. That's the word. Let's see. Probably just tabbing out. Maybe I'm looking at power potion thing. Yeah, I'm sure this will be a great route. not really in the route analyzing game right now. And I mean, like, level 3 enemies are like similar to level 2 in that they can really mess you up, but they're just a bit harder. And some of them, yeah, can be really problematic. Yeah, it just depends on what your strengths are, and like obviously some things you're gonna have no problem with, some things it's really gonna be a big problem. So there you go. And yeah, I think because it's like we've taken like 2/3 of its health, and I think it does buff itself, but like we're gonna get through with it pretty quickly. I think it's worthwhile to like, it's like, oh, you do 10 damage, or you like take like 3 damage, and it's like, well, like it probably checks out to not take any damage. And like now with this discard, and we get extra energy, and we can discard all these like status effect cards that are doing us damage. So pretty solid. Didn't even think about the dagger throw because like it's good, but it's just like not that good. This we skip. Skip. Let's see. Do we upgrade? We might probably upgrade. And the remove a card and upgrade a card. Oh yes, yes, that is the correct choice. I do enjoy the encounters, the events in this game. I think they're quite fun. So we'll just get rid of that one, make that not a problem anymore. And I think the guy with thorns like rarely attacks, if it does ever. So like eventually, it's like if you can just block enough, you can kill it without too much difficulty usually. And yeah, it's like discarding the strike is like, but we get more cards anyway, and then whatever. It doesn't really matter. Like, this isn't gonna be a huge difficult thing, so not super concerned about that. And we take a little damage. First bit of damage of the level 3, but you know, it's fine. That's is really just quite fine, I would say. And we will kill it next turn. So there we go. And we skip. And yeah, we probably go shop and then across to the campfire. Oh, and yeah, we definitely take Blade Dance and then upgrade it, right? We must. Or do we do the boot? Well, actually, we can do both. Probably do both. We don't do the boot. Interesting. I mean, I guess it's like kind of marginal gains because it's doing 4 to start, and so it's only like +1, and then pretty quickly it is doing 5 or more, so it doesn't really add that much. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of hard card to pass, or hard relic to pass up on. But the double blade dance, like it's just like it just makes the deck even stronger. And at a certain point, like you could have too much. It's like, oh, all I'm getting is blade dance, and I can't defend at all, and it's like it'd be a big problem. But I don't think we're there yet. And I mean, imagine if you had like no strikes and you replaced all your strikes with blade dances, like it would be insane. It would be an utterly insane deck. But that's not really that realistic. So, oh, now we're taking extra damage every turn. That's really fun. Huge fan of that. Just doing slight misplays by not playing all my draw cards first before I play my discard cards. And we're gonna end up taking damage. It's all because of my just not paying attention. Yeah, here's me. Here I am playing strikes and defends. Really cool. It's pretty cool. Cool stuff. Yeah. I think we just kill it here, right? Yeah. Sick. Now I forget if I use these power potions. Maybe we do because we keep them. No, we get rid of that. Maybe we don't use the power potions because I was like concerned that I was gonna like mess up this achievement. And it's like, well, if I really need it, I'll use it, but like I don't want to mess it up. We've upgraded a lot of things. So do we rest? Like, it kind of makes sense. Like, we could slightly improve ourselves a little bit. Or we could just like be a little more likely to not die, which I think it's applicable to like tread lightly at this point with like the run that we've got on our hands. So, and like usually it's like, oh, you have to take a risk, but it's like, yeah, you have to figure out like what the right amount of risk to take is. Oh, this is the enemy that changes his intent. Just like gambling, but it's like, I guess maybe it is like a good like analogy for gambling, where it's like you're gonna lose either way. It's like how much are you gonna lose? But the thing is, like, sometimes you put in more money and then you lose less. So like I don't know if that's like accurate to real life. Like, imagine if you were playing slots and like there's just a guy like standing next to you with like a big knife or like I don't know, like a club or something. And like you just kept putting money in, and it like instead of getting money out, it was like the the result of the slot machine was like how much the guy with the club was gonna hit you. I don't really understand like what situation this would exist in. But, you know, imagine with me, if you will, that you're in a casino or other establishment with a slot machine, uh, and it doesn't have like, you know, maybe it still has the same symbols on it, but you're not getting money out. You're just, you know, hopefully limiting the amount that you're gonna get beaten up by from the guy with the club who's standing next to the machine. Um, so like, that's cool. And like, eventually you run out of money, and you think it's like, oh, he's gonna hit me like a couple times in the arms. Like, you're like, well, but what if he doesn't hit me at all? Like, what if he decides to take a nap? And so you put in the extra cash, and uh-oh, like, he's instead gonna, like, you know, go berserk, and you're gonna fucking die. So, like, you know, it's a fun game to play, really. And we see here that my spitballing has not gotten us to the end of this combat, um, but hopefully soon it'll be done, real soon. And we're just gonna keep attacking it. Oh yeah, nice. This is the thing where it's like, okay, we can take 20 damage or almost double that, and we'll just take double that because, you know, yeah, fuck it. And now we're gonna kill it, so whatever. A bit annoying, that one, but whatever. We go hit the shoppy shop. Oh, that one, I think we go for the waffle. Like, just boost our health. Boost our health and heal up is, I think. And we get rid of that card as well. Like, I think getting that waffle, like, right then where it's like, you know, how much health are we down by? We're down by, like, 17 health. And suddenly we gain, in total, we gain, like, 25 total. And some of it, like, that's 7, including 7 max health. Like, that, I mean, it's definitely not, like, the shuriken is, like, the run maker. But this is, like, in a way, maybe the run saver. I don't know. I think it's really nice to get that. At least a really nice cushion to provide me less stress. So again, here's a super interesting combat. Well, I do have to think a little bit here because it's like there's thorns damage and stuff coming into play. And so I just continue attacking this guy for all that I'm worth. And I just kill it and take a little damage. Yeah, it's nice to get the thorns out of the way early when it's only doing 3 damage to you. Instead of, like, I don't know, 10 or something, like in later on in this combat. I do take a nice chunk of damage as a result. But that one is down. And this one is about to go down as well. Not a problem. And we can just end our turn. Because it's like, I don't know, sometimes I play the cards just for fun. But like, it actually does nothing. Except like slightly waste my time. So, but it depends what mood I'm in, I suppose. Yeah, just kind of play the cards. Just kind of do the thing. And we block, and then we attack, and then we end our turn. Pretty simple. Just doing block stuff. Attack. I think we just attack and then we just... what am I doing? I guess I was like, oh, I was trying to really min-max it. I think we do take Hook and Dagger here. As kind of like a final addition to our hand. Anyway, we can put that combat behind us. I think it was pretty minor in the grand scheme of things. We skip that. I skip that because I want to heal. And we heal. And we go on to the fight. The final round 3. Batter up. It's all to play for right here. And so, I think the Awakened one boosts itself when you play a power card, which is not an issue. We do 300 damage and then it heals itself to like, I don't know, 250 or something. And we have to kill it again. And it does more damage after that. Yeah, getting one of these, rid of one of the ritual guys is, on the first turn is really nice. I'm a big fan of that. And are we almost going to get rid of another one on the next turn? I think we probably need to defend. Yeah. Oh, and then we defend and then we attack again. Great. I definitely forgot that was going to happen. Probably just attack right out of the gate. Oh. And now it's like, oh, I don't even want to discard anything. But that's fine. We discard and we get extra energy. The block is nice. Play the shivs. God, it just is working out perfectly. And we take like 10 damage. Is that right? No, we took more than 10 damage. We took like 15 damage. That's fine. Because now it's not even like doing that, like attacking that hard. And I guess because we've weakened it, that sure helps. And it's healing, but like we're doing so much damage to it, like it's not really a big problem. Backflip first. And then it's like 15. It's really not bad. And probably, yeah, do that. Pop that because it's like we know we want to play that. Let's just play all the attacks and then we don't even actually need to defend here. We might as well just attack again. It's a whopping 14 damage and we get extra strength. So we have what, 9 strength? Like. That's pretty good. So we'll pop that first, and we just discard your strikes because they're not really that good. And probably should have played the other draw card first, but whatever. Weaken it, and now we're just doing 14 damage with a card that costs 0. Which is, if you didn't know, that's pretty good. Just a classic strike and defend hand turn. And it's like we really haven't taken that much damage, which is really great for going into the next phase. Here I'm like bummed out that I don't get to attack it more. It's like I was gonna just do so much damage, and I think. Regen a little bit. Now it's now it's doing 40 damage, which is a lot. When you apply weak, it's only 30, which is still a lot. But what are you gonna do? No, but we do 24 defense. Like, I mean, 6 damage off of 40. Like, that's a pretty sweet deal. Here we go. Like, do we kill it on this turn? Like, I mean, it's doing 13 damage to us, and we're about to lay onto it. What, like, 120 damage minimum? Like. So I mean, we're not gonna kill it, but like, Jesus, I mean, it's a bit insane. Um, like this deck has really come into its own at this point. We do we take 5 damage and we deal what, like, that was almost like 150 damage or something. So pretty nice. Pretty big fan of that one. And I think we just attack it again because it's like 4 damage. It's not very much. And do we? I think we probably do we kill it this turn? Question mark? I think so. Indeed. So there. There you go. That's it. Common sense achievement. Not that bad. I reckon. I mean, you know, I had recorded another video before this of my attempt, and I think I tried maybe a tiny bit before that, but like, I mean, I don't know. I think I got really lucky with the shuriken, like, and it really made it possible. But like, I don't know. I feel like, especially if you're smart about how you like manage your time playing Slay the Spire, and like you don't continue too many runs that aren't gonna be that viable. Like you don't waste your time with runs that kind of suck and try to force them to be good. Then like I'm like, I don't know. Like obviously there's a lot of relics and there's a lot of cards, and like even just common cards, like you're gonna find like there's not just like one route where it's like, oh, I have to do shuriken and shift. Like you're gonna be able to find a lot of other relics that synergize with common cards to like have a good deck that way. And I don't think it's too bad. And especially like if you're used to playing on like higher ascension modes, or like, you know, trying to go to the heart every run, like when you take that out, the game gets a lot easier. So that also helps. Closing words. I think I'm gonna try to go to get all the achievements in STS. I think it's achievable, which is more than I can say for minigames. You know, like the classic meme one is like, "Oh, I'm gonna go for all the achievements in Civ 6." It's like impossible. Like it's literally a joke. Anyway, like I've gotten quite a few, and like there's nothing that really stands out to me as like utterly impossible. Like, I mean, I think a lot of it just takes time, and it's like a game that I enjoy, and I'm happy to put time into it. And something like winning in under 20 minutes, like I think that's something where I can just look up a strat online, and I'm happy to do that to, you know, get like 1 or 2 achievements. Because it's like I still have to play the game. Um, so yeah, that's me signing off. A good run. Hope you all enjoyed it.